Liftoff will start in T-. Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 15 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead! Behind the screen, Harper got a piece of it, it comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out, Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle at the 15, to the 20, breaks free of the 25 to the 30, to the outside, 40, midfield, 40, 30 of the coast, 20, 15, Hester 5. Oh!
Toward Bryant, who will glove it to Rizzo. It's in time, and the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up? Welcome to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following me on Facebook, what? Come on, go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Excellent. If you watch this on a YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, guys. Go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell next to it, and that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Listen. We got a great show for you. You can also tweet the show. Tweet us at Sports Zone Shy. That's CHI at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me personally online. Want to know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. Man. We got a great show for you, but I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching this on, whether it's Facebook or YouTube channel, leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up here in the thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, is what makes this the best Chicago morning sports talk show around. And that's you. So bring them all, baby. Questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. Like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it. Just bring it. Lord have mercy. This chat is jumping like crazy. My goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Cornelius Squalls in the house. What up, what up, what up? ShawnSierraSports fan, flighted up. Stop the nonsense, Cornelius. You don't have to fly that damn thing. Mr. Shorty's in the house. What's up? Top of the morning to you. Thank you for tuning in, sir. Appreciate you. Rick Gonzalez. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday the 13th. FGB. Just because you don't have to qualify it. FGB anytime you want. I could give a rat's at anytime you want. FGB. Yes. And cousin kissing Mother Hubbards. But Sean Walls in the Mickey Vicky house. A Mickey Vicky Friday the 13th. Yes, it is. It's Friday the 13th, and I'm playing Jason. Nice. My man Armando Emeterio Lara Jr.'s in the house. What's up, Papa? How are you? Junior is in. The party can start. That's what I'm talking about. Levent Lee, stop with your nonsense. It's like TGIF sports owners. Go stop with the craziness. Craziness. Patty Lara, happy Mickey Vicky Friday, baby. It's the weekend, baby. Yes, it is, doctor. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's Shawn, Patty, Junior. Everybody's exchanging pleasantries. Okay. Says on the way to doc. Okay, cool, bro. Cool. Hope everything's all right. Works out good. The vet leads like, sup, Shawn. My internet is acting weird today. Let me know if I'm lagging or if I'm slow or like looking like Max Headroom. Remember Max Headroom? Remember Max Headroom? My internet's acting kind of weird today. I don't like it. Took me a while to log on and actually go live. I don't know. Morning to you, Shawn. Jeremiah's in the house. He's watching as well. Good morning, mijo. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully we'll get you to be a Sox fan. Smart one in the family. Seems normal. Okay, cool, Papa. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Man, we got a great show for you. I got a lot to talk. I got a lot of problems with you people. We got a lot to talk. We got baseball to talk. Cubs, Sox. In action last night. Both teams out on the diamond. We have that to talk. Chicago Sky. Got that to talk. We also have some Bears to talk. There's an issue. None of the Bears' 3 second-round draft picks are signed. And there's a big reason why. We're going to talk about that today. This could change the landscape of the NFL moving forward. It could. It really could. And it probably will. And I'm okay with it. All right? I am okay with it. You know, because you know me, I'm a player's first guy. All right? I was a player myself. And anything that benefits the players, cool. I'm down with. I am down with. Okay? I am down with. So we're going to talk about that as well. The NBA Finals are resumed tonight. Fired up about that. I want to see what you guys, listen, I want to have a little more interaction. I want to see what you guys are doing this weekend. It's a Father's Day weekend. You guys have any Father's Day plans? Let me know. Okay? Or they're gonna make you grill. You gotta take moms out for dinner, but you get to grill. Ain't that special? Ain't that special? But yeah, let me know what you guys are doing for Father's Day. All right. And just let me be the first to say happy Father's Day to all my fathers in the chat. Fathers are so important. The male aura, the male ego, the male love that they give children is often underestimated. All right. It's often underestimated. And I just want to be the first one to say happy Father's Day to you guys for this weekend coming up. You know, you guys are the ones that make men, that turn your boys into men. Okay. And you're the only ones who can do it. And I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. I do. And, you know, fathers don't get as much love as moms do. All right. But you definitely need it and deserve it. So, again, happy Father's Day to you guys this Father's Day weekend. But, yeah, so we got that talking. So we got a lot to talk about. And I want you. Rick. My sister does her famous spaghetti and meatballs on Father's Day. God forbid she actually cooked Mexican food. Why don't you suggest it, Rick? Or is that what? Is she married? Is that what her husband likes, or why does she make that? Is that a special request? Because why don't you request it, Rick? Like, damn, dude, give me some arroz frijoles, some carne asada, some milanesa de pollo, de res, some menudo, pozole, something. Or hell, just go get some carnitas. Go get some carnitas, bro. That'd be dope. That would be dope. My sister does it. That's awesome. Cornelius Call says, I'll be chilling, accepting all the best wishes. Good. As well you should, Cornelius. Should. As well you should. Rick says, she doesn't cook Mexican food good. But the spaghetti and meatballs are a family favorite. You got no one to learn? No one to learn from? Man. That is funny. Rick, that is funny. Okay. Well, tell her shit. Order out. Hey, go. There's a couple local Mexican restaurants. Where you at, Rick? Oh, okay. I got it. She married an Italian. Hey, forget about it. Forget about it. You got some spaghetti. Forget about it. Don't ever go against the family, Rick. Don't ever go against the family. I got it. You're an Italian guy, huh? Okay. Enough said. That's awesome, guys. That is awesome. I'm so happy for you guys. Everyone else. Again, if you're doing anything special or nothing at all, put it in the chat. I want to talk about it. And I want to honor you guys for being fathers, for being present in your kids' lives, because there's so many kids out there who don't have father figures. I was one of them, and I was very fortunate to have some uncles around, but I was very fortunate to have Coach Quinn and Coach Schaller, my football coaches, who really, really impressed on me how to grow up and how to be a man. And I'm really grateful. And my uncles as well. All of them have passed at this point. Just my mom and her one sister are left, but I am grateful for the times that that I had with my uncles and the time that I had with Coach Quinn and Coach Schaller. Big shout out to those guys, because man, they were tough, boy. Growing up in the 70s and 80s and having those guys as coaches, man, they were just straight tough. Different time. But I appreciate that, and I'm grateful to my uncle, to Coach Quinn, Coach Schaller, my uncles, and some of the other coaches that I've had in my life, and other father figures that I've had. They've helped me out a lot, and I'm grateful. So, and then happy Father's Day to all the fathers who are no longer with us. Okay, I'm sure especially if they were in your lives, there doesn't go a day that you don't think about them, because you know how important they were in your lives. You know how important they were to you. Fathers are so critical. Fathers create. What fathers do is they take women, they create accountability with women. Okay, they do, and I love it. And they raise boys. They turn boys into men. They teach men that, listen, it's not easy for us, and they don't make it easy for us, because they realize that when you get out in the real world, it's how it is, and you need to be prepared. All right, and that's why they're so valuable, and that's why all the fathers out there, I have the utmost respect for you. Especially if you're just constantly in your kids' lives and to the point where they hate it. Believe me, they will be grateful. They will be grateful that you're, in their business at this stage of the game. So, again, happy Father's Day to all you guys this weekend. I hope you guys have a great one. Hope your families take care of you and spoil the hell out of you. I do. Get Pops a cigar. If you're a cigar smoker, get Pops a cigar. Get him a drinky drink. You know. Julia, that's funny. Old Spice deodorant every Father's Day for my pa. That's awesome. He's an old school pimp. He's an old school pimp. That was it. Old Spice was the shit. Yes, I would do that. We meet for my father. I'd meet up with my father usually for Father's Day, growing up, and then we would always, and that was so I would get him too. Old Spice deodorant. That's funny. That's funny. That's classic. Old Spice deodorant and Brute. That is classic. That's really classic. But I'm excited. This weekend's gonna be fun. It's gonna be warm. For all the Chicagoland area. Listen, if you're not following me on Facebook, do yourself a favor. Follow me on Facebook. I just posted yesterday all the cool stuff happening in the city for the summer. I posted all the rooftops, patios, festivals, farmers markets. It's like there's 1, 2, 3, there's 6, 8. There's 8 different slides I posted. All right, 8 different slides I posted with all the stuff going on in the city of Chicago, within the city limits. Now, don't get me wrong, there's more stuff out there in the burbs, in the Chicagoland area. They have some rooftops, patios. There's more land out there. But I posted that stuff, and find something to do this weekend with Pops. And it's going to be a beautiful day, beautiful weekend, beautiful week. I know it's a little overcast today. That's fine. But I know on Sunday, what's it going to be like Sunday? Let me check Cheryl Scott's forecast. Oh, snap. 85 and dry and mostly sunny. 79 today, showers mainly in south, cooler by the lake. Tomorrow, Saturday, 80 degrees, clouds in the AM, sun in the afternoon. Sunday, 85 degrees, mainly dry. That's what I'm talking about. Damn, Monday, 87, Tuesday, 88, Wednesday, 90, Thursday, 90. Woo-wee. It's going to be a nice one, baby. You got it, Mondo. Hashtag Summer of Shawn. You know it. I am probably going to be up so I'm going next week. I'm going to Summerfest up in Milwaukee. It starts Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They broke it up in 3 weekends in a row, which I thought was great instead of 2 weeks consecutively. Bone Thugs and Harmony, the Isley Brothers are going to be up there, and they're all on free stages. If you've ever been to Summerfest, they got like 5 or 6 free stages, and the one where a lot of the big time acts, you got to pay an extra fee. But all the people that I want to see on June 19th are on free stages. So I'm going to head up there on Thursday. Summer, Shawn, it begins, Mondo. It begins, baby. I got a couple boat trips already planned. I'm telling you, summertime shy is nothing like it. And, we have a lot of sports to talk about. Our baseball team, the Sox. My main goal for them is to win 63 games minimum. All right, get us out of the 100 losses. Because listen, if we win 63 games, that means we will have a jump of over 20 wins from last season. I don't care what situation it is, a 20-win improvement in a baseball season, a 20-win improvement from one season to the next is huge. That will signal a definite redirecting of this organization. Okay? Because we could win 20 games and still have 100 losses. We had 121 losses last year. So we need to win 63 games to cap that loss at 99. If we win 63 and 99, I'll be happy as a pig in slop, because that means our organization is moving in the right direction. They're doing a lot of good things right, and I don't know what pace we're on. Okay, but we're definitely further along, and if we keep playing the way we're playing, we're going to get better. The Sox are going to get better. The Sox are going to be able to. Sox are going to be able to break that century mark, and man, we need it. We need it. I just saw it. Oh, wow. I just saw it, Mondo. Holy cow. According to this came across in Bleacher Report. Wow. It doesn't say who he's for. One day after requesting a trade from the Brewers, Aaron Savali has been shipped to the Chicago White Sox, according to New York Post John Heyman. Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, Aaron Savali. It didn't say Andrew Vaughn yet in this article, but I'll look on Twitter and I'll see at the break. Let me see Jeff Passan. No. John Heyman. Man. That's crazy. Oh, Jesse Rogers? Okay. I'll check Jesse Rogers. There we go. Okay. According to Jesse Rogers, yes, 17 minutes ago, the White Sox have traded first baseman Andrew Vaughn to the Milwaukee Brewers for pitcher Aaron Savali. Sources tell ESPN. Okay. Jesse Rogers tweeted it. Thank you very much. All right. You know what? It makes sense. Now I got to do some work on Aaron Savali. And unfortunately for Andrew Vaughn, hopefully he can, with a relocation, he can kind of get back to being a good player. Well, he's not really a good player with us, but hopefully he can live up to his potential with a change of scenery. I know it's 90 minutes away, but Andrew Gone is now his nickname. Andrew Gone. He is a Milwaukee Brewer. And crazy stuff happening as we speak, baby. That's what I'm talking about. But listen, let's take a quick break. All right, on the other side of the break, we'll get to top of the morning topics, and we'll talk about this trade. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn Sierra Sports on Sports of Chicago. We'll get to this commercial, I promise. My goodness. Connected, secured.
911, operator 901. Where's the emergency?
127 Brymere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushrooms.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency
Do you
line.
know how long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Okay, is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
Every day, we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
No, I don't know though. I'm scared. I mean,
Do you know that you're in my lane? No, not at all. Are you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
Welcome back to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. Those courtesy of Nicholas Moriano, Zach Pearson, and Sean Hammond. Bears training camp last week. Those are the boys, man. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. But let's get to it. I was gonna continue talking about them, but we'll have that in a minute. Let's get some morning, guys. You know how we do. The first segment of every show was called Top of the Morning.
It won't come just when you want it. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
See, the first top of the morning topic. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Which way do we go? I will start here with you guys. Cubs beat the Pirates yesterday 3-2. Jameson Taillon, he got the win. He's 7-3 on the season. Was 6 1/3, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 7 punch-outs. Presley came in, got his 5th save of the season. PCA was 1 for 3. Big blast, home run, his 18th of the year, driving in his 56th and 57th runs of the season. And Mr. Outcast himself, Seiya Suzuki, he was 1 for 3 as well with a homer, his 17th of the season. And he drove in his 57th run of the year. But, man, both guys so close in homers, 18 and 17, both guys exact same RBIs in 57. That's crazy. Staying with the Cubs. Next top of the morning, top of the Cubs stay in Pittsburgh. It's a 4-game set for them, which started yesterday. They're in Pittsburgh again today. First pitch is at 1:20 Central Time. You can catch that game on the Marquee Network or listen to it on their flagship station, 670 AM. Probables for today's game. Were they in Pittsburgh or were they home last night? I think they were home last night. I think they made a mistake on this. Yeah, let me. Yeah, the Cubs were home. Cubs are not in Pittsburgh. They're here. They host Pittsburgh today at 1:20. You can catch that game on Marquee. Probables. Paul Skeens is on the bump for the Bucks. He's 4-6 with a 1.88 ERA going up against Cade Horton. It's going to be a nice matchup. That's going to be a nice matchup. Wow. There we go. I had to fix that. Oh, jeez. Now it's going to scroll forever and ever and ever. Amen. Anyway, the Cubs are at Wrigley today, and it's going to be a nice day. All right. Good day to if it's a Father's Day weekend, it's a good day to get out there and spoil dad with have him play hooky from work, go to the Cubs game, sit in the bleachers, have some beer, act a little crazy. All right. Moving on to the next top of the morning topic. The White Sox, my good guys from the South Side, they fall to the Astros 4-3 yesterday. Just couldn't make it. Davis Martin was on a bump. He got the loss. He's 2-7. He went 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 punch-outs. Miguel Vargas was 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, the 16th and 17th of the season. He had a triple, his first of the season. All right, Edgar Carroll, catcher, 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, his 15th and 16th of the season. And Talkman was 1 for 2, a homer, a big blast, his 4th of the season, driving in his 12th run of the year. The White Sox, they stay in Texas. The next top of the morning topic, they stay in Texas and they take on the Rangers tonight. First pitch is at 7:05 p.m. Central. You can catch that game on Chicago Sportsnet or listen to it on their flagship station, ESPN 1000. The probables for tonight's game for the White Sox, the good guys, Adrian Hauser, the newly acquired Adrian Hauser, who's 2-1 with a 1.48 ERA, is going up against, to be determined, it hasn't been determined yet, who the Texas Rangers are going to trot out on the bump. I checked a couple places, checked the newspaper, I checked ESPN, I didn't find out who so it'll be probably a game time decision, or right before the game is when they're going to let them know. But the White Sox lost yesterday. They lost the series, but they finished the regular season series with the Houston Astros tied 3-3. Okay, tied 3-3. And I know it's not a great record, but when you're getting destroyed by teams like we did last year, 500. If we stay 500, holy cow. Woo-wee. You talk about a massive improvement that would be if we could just play every team 500. That'd be crazy. Came out of this with a 500 record. That would be nutso. I'm not saying it can't happen. Believe you me. Teams get on a run. Teams get hot. Pitchers get hot. Hitters get hot. And the White Sox could go on a run. They can start taking 2 or 3, 2 or 3, 2 or 3, 2 or 3, 2 or 3. They could pull what the Cubs did. Maybe win 3 or 4 or 5 series in a row. Okay, with the type of ball that they play, it's possible. Now, feasible? Yeah, I don't know if they'll win 5 or 6 straight series. But they have the capability because they're able to manufacture runs. Their ability to manufacture runs is why I give them that. And then they don't quit. You get big guys coming up all the time with big hits, different guys, not the same guy every single game, which is awesome. And you have guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team. I love it. I love it. I love it. What the heck happened here? Sorry, something on my shoe. The next top of the morning topic, the Sky. The Sky traveled to the ATL to face the Atlanta Dream. The tip-off today is at 6:30 p.m. Central. You can catch that game on Ion Network. All you cable guys, cable people, go to Ion TV, and you can catch that game tonight. looking forward to it. Angel Reese has a lot to unpack. All right, there's a whole bunch that she's got to do. Yeah, let's see this. Did he check in? Yeah, my man's checking in. Where's it at? Yeah, Black Diamond's checking in with his nonsense. Top of the morning, go Cubs. Stop that, Black Diamond. You, Patty, Junior, Levette. Stop the nonsense. Rick Gonzalez says my first concert was at Summerfest. Hall & Oates back in the 80s. It was terrible. Oh, wait. Don't blaspheme, bro. What do you mean it was terrible? Like the sound was terrible, or they were terrible? Dude, Hall & Oates there were some studs back in the day, boy. Hall & Oates. She said, man eater. I can't go for that. Come on, man. Classics. Don't you disrespect Hall & Oates, Rick Gonzalez. Don't you disrespect them. So let me ask you a question. Did you have your mullet? Were you ready, bro? Business in front, party in the back? Don't you dare disrespect Hall & Oates, baby. He's like, not my cup of tea. Okay, I get it. All right. Okay, I get it. Black Diamond, I got you, bro. Oh, man, you know I'm messing with you guys. I love it. Big time mullet. That's what I want to hear, Rick. That's what I want to hear, baby. Business in front, party in the back, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that is classic. I love it. Next top of the morning topic, the NBA Finals. Resume tonight with Game 4 down in Naptown in Indianapolis. Tip-off is at 7:30 p.m. Central. You can catch that game on ABC 7. Indiana leads the series 2-1. This is a huge game. This is a pivotal game. Indiana takes this. They are in the driver's seat, firm control of this series. Okay, OKC's got to fight. They got to get that home court back. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be one hell of a game. Pressure on both teams. Huge game. Indy's looking to go up 3-1. OKC's looking to tie the series, regain home court advantage, and make it a best out of 3 with 2 of the 3 games at OKC. This has been a great series to this point. And it's a shame because a lot of people probably aren't watching. All right. I just think that it's a great series to watch. Again, and I say that with a grain of, tongue in cheek or not tongue in cheek, with a grain of salt, because I don't like the style of basketball that both teams play. Threes. I hate it. But that's where we're at. That's the state of the NBA today. I hate it. Like men on film. Hated it. Can't stand that type of basketball. Rick says, I have not watched 1 minute, to be honest. I hear you, Rick. You're like a lot of people, bro. You're like a lot of people. All right? A lot of people aren't into this style of basketball, and I get it. Especially as old heads. Get off my lawn. All right? We grew up on a style of basketball that was different. All right? We didn't have guys pass it up uncontested, nobody in the lane layups to kick it out to the corner for a 3. We didn't have that. Okay, and it's frustrating for us as old school basketball fans to see that on a consistent basis. The one thing we can appreciate and do like is the physical play that's being allowed and the way that Oklahoma City plays defense. OKC plays some great team defense. King Book of World checking in. He's like, 119 threes a game? What? Crazy, man. Crazy. Cornelius says, as much as I hate the Pacers, I think they have OKC's number. We'll find out. And Cornelius says, man, you're missing some good basketball. These are the two best defenses in the NBA. Yeah, I agree. And then that's what I'm saying. That's why some people really like it like this because of the defenses that these guys play. But even so, the number of threes is really what turns people off. And I get it. I'm not a big fan either. Not a big fan at all. All right. But as I said, that's where we are. That's the state of the NBA today. So it's great because you're able to, run up and down the court. You're seeing a lot of, beautiful shots, great long distance threes, logo threes, shots from the corner, which are a little shorter. Okay. Great stuff. But to the purists, and a lot of us old heads, that inordinate amount of threes is a problem. It's a big Mickey-Ficky problem. All right, the mid-range is gone. All right. These guys are shooting threes like crazy, but can't make free throws. Shooting 70% from the free throw line. Like, how are you shooting 70% from the free throw line? Or less? They're free. You sit there and practice for hours and hours and hours behind the arc, and you don't practice hours and hours and hours from the free throw line. Make it make sense. You don't get free three-pointers most of the time, but you can get free throws. It's just frustrating. It really is. It really is. Next top of the morning topic, the Bears. Bears have left, or most of the people have left Hallis Hall. Caleb Williams, Roma Dunze, some of the bottom of the roster guys have stayed as well for this week. As I said on Wednesday, it really upped my respect for Caleb and for Rome, knowing that they're not in the same offense they were last year, and any connection they had in that offense is done. They need to be able to connect in this offense. They need to be on the same page in this offense. And so for them to stay speaks volumes for the type of their football character. All right, and I love it. But the Bears still have not signed any. It's 3 of their second-round picks due to a situation with the first 2 selections of the second round. This is the thing that I wanted to talk about that I mentioned in the opener. There's a big shift going on here in the NFL. Big shift. Okay. First 2 selections in the second round. UCLA's linebacker Carson Schweisinger and Iowa State wide receiver Jaden Higgins. Both received fully guaranteed contracts. Okay. That's a rarity for second round picks. Almost a never. Okay. They're just starting to do it with all the first round picks now. All right. 1 through 32. That's happened in the last couple of years. And what this is doing is just putting a premium. The owners aren't going to like it. Owners aren't going to like it because now they're slotted. They're contractually obliged to pay 2 rounds of players. This is the issue. Okay. These two guys got. So these are the top two players in the second round. So everyone else wants to fall in line. I believe it's gonna take a while, and the only way it's gonna happen. Let me finish my thought. I think it's gonna take a while to sign all these second round picks. Yeah, 30 of the 32 are unsigned because the other 30 want fully guaranteed contracts. So number 64 wants his contract guaranteed just like number 33, the 33rd pick, and 33rd and 34th pick who got theirs guaranteed. And that's a big shift. That's guaranteed money that the owners have to pay out. So if this guy is a bust and it's 4-year deal and you cut him after 3, guess what? Too bad. You're still on the hook for his 4th year. And that's what the owners don't want to play. And this situation is going to come up in the next CBA. When is the next CBA? Let's check it out. It's NFL CBA negotiation. Oh, damn. Not till 2031. Okay. But this is, even though it's not going to be collectively bargained or can't be collectively bargained until 2031, it doesn't mean it can't be commonplace amongst teams. It doesn't mean it can't be commonplace. So you're going to start seeing this happen. And at that point, we're in 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 6 more years. Rick, you hit the button, you hit it right in the head. NFL owners crying poor. Like, come on. And here's each NFL revenue yes. Okay. Here's what they're complaining about. In the 2024 NFL season, each team at the end of the broadcast, at the end of the year, each team, because you should know by now, if you watch me, that the NFL is a non-for-profit organization. Okay, so they collect all the money, all the TV, all the licensing deals, sponsorships, okay, put it in a big kitty, and they divvy it out at the end of the fiscal year. That number has been going up forever, every single year. In the 2024 NFL season, after that season, each team received $416 million. Come on. $416 million. Oh, no. Are you going to go under a $400 million now? Oh, my goodness. I don't know what to say. Oh, my God, owners, how are you going to – can you pay for your fuel for your private jet? Is that going to be an issue now? $416 million is what they made. After all the bills were paid, all 31 teams, because the Packers don't get it because, 1, they're stupid, but 2, they're publicly owned. So just they're shareholders. So you can split up amongst the shareholders. 31 teams got 31 owners got $416 million. Nice gig if you can get it. And they're complaining about it. But I get it. You don't get to that point in your life being a billionaire by just giving away money. All right? You're negotiating. Who you telling, King Book of World? He says they can only get the special edition yachts, not the limited edition. Yes. Yeah. So people are going to laugh at them at the country club. You don't have the limited edition yacht. You don't have the 125-footer. You only have the 120-footer. Get out of this club. You're beneath me with a 120-foot yacht. Who comes in this club with a 120-foot yacht? got to be at least 125-foot yacht. But that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a situation because a lot of teams a lot of players, their agents are holding out for this type of incentive. I get it. The NFL is a copycat league, and in more ways than one. And now the second-round players, they're copying the first two. Carl Schwarzenberg of UCLA and Iowa State's wide receiver Jaden Higgins. So Schwarzenberg was drafted by the Browns, and Higgins was drafted by the Houston Texans. So trust me, they're going to, at the next owners meeting, they'll be like, come here, you two. Come here, you two. The hell are you doing? Billionaires don't want to come up off any money they don't have to, especially since they've been able to get away with it for so long, where the second round wasn't guaranteed. Now that it seems like this is a shift, now like, come here, you two. Cleveland. Then we have a team move from you, and we reinstated a team, and you do this to us? Houston, you're an expansion team. Got no business doing this to us. These owners are going to say, trust me. That is nutso. But let's take our second break. On the other side of the break, we'll talk a little baseball. All right, so don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn Sierra Sports on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
It's a romance sport. What? It's a romance sport like that.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Everybody in a work zone is someone's somebody.
This is my mom. She works for KDOT.
This is my dad.
This is my mom.
This is my daddy.
This is my sister.
This is my daddy.
This is my son, Scott. He was killed while working in a highway work zone. When you drive through a work zone, drive like a life depends on it. Because it does.
Yeah, no, he misses a lot. I mean, anytime you're not out there, if you're in the training room when the rest of the guys are practicing, you're losing valuable time with your coaches, valuable reps with your teammates, the ability to build the trust that we're talking about. It's not just the coaching staff having trust in you doing the right thing over and over, but it's also your teammates. They got to be out there. They got to see you do it. They got to know that the guy right left of them, that they're going to do the right things and they're going to make the plays when called upon. So, I think it's for everybody, and it's a shame that he got dinged up and missed all that time, because for a young player, it's really where you get the most reps and you can get better in a hurry that way. So that's really for every player on this team.
Welcome back to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. Those are courtesy of the Chicago Bears. That was our man. That was the guy. All right. That was Ben Johnson. I've had a lot of conversations about him. I was on a podcast last night with my guy Emilio Bucks, who was on Wednesday. I was on his podcast last night, and we talked a little Bears for a minute. And the cool part about this is I'm excited because we have the guy. We have Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson took a quarterback that not a lot of people, the Super Bowl team, felt was their weak link in Jared Goff, and turned him into the leader of the NFL's most potent offense the last couple of seasons. Okay, so we got that guy, and I hope it's going to be Caleb, but if it's not Caleb, I have faith that this guy can get it done with whoever it's going to be. Again, I'm not taking a shot at Caleb. All you Caleb people, relax. All I'm saying is I'd rather have Ben Johnson. He's the most important piece in this puzzle. Okay? We had Caleb last year. All right? We didn't set the world on fire. Okay? We got Ben Johnson. Okay? That combination could be very, very, very potent and very problematic to a lot of teams. So I look forward to this, and this is why I'm, give me the, what happens when you have a family-run business, and the chef or the baker is not a family member, or they have a falling out, and then the guy with the idea goes and does his own thing. He's the important person. He's the most important person. And that's who Ben Johnson is. Okay. There was an old fogey stogie. All right. Who at one point said coaching matters. Okay. And it does. It really does. And you're going to see how much coaching matters when you see how much better Caleb plays this year. We'll put that in the chat. Rick, it's the more likely to happen. Sweep the Packers, Caleb goes for 4,000 yards, or Montez gets 12 sacks or more. I think the thing that's most likely to happen is Caleb goes for 4,000 yards. That's what I think. All right. I think all of those things are on the table, though, Rick. All of those things are on the table. Those are independent of each other. And I think that those are all in play. And I think that is what has gotten so many of us Bear fans fired up. Okay? We haven't swept the Packers in a long time. Okay? How great was it to go up there and whip their ass on a last-second field goal? I know it's not, but still whoop their ass in their home, in their own backyard. How great was that? Okay. How great would it be? And let's think about it. Caleb had 3,500 yards last year in that shit show. 3,500 yards. Granted, he had a slew. He had one hell of a stable of receivers to throw to. Okay. But he still got it done. He still threw for 3,500 yards. And Montez Sweat, I'll tell you what, I don't know about 12. I'll say 10 to 11, Rick. Because you got some other boys in there now. You got Grady Jarrett, Ode Obenge, or Obe Obenge, Gervon Dexter. We got guys who can help him now. Andrew Billings is another one who collapses the pocket. And let's not forget Hippolyte. I know he's a smaller statured linebacker. But with his speed, you don't think he's gonna be sent a lot? Especially when Dennis Allen likes to send 5. Who else you gonna send? Your fastest dude. Dude who likes to bring the wood. No Diddy. Thumper. You know, you're a fool, Rick. They seem to like Pedialyte. They do. They do because of his speed. I'm telling you. When you have a linebacker who can blitz with the speed that he has. Again, he's not very big. He's about 5'10". 225, I want to say. Small for a linebacker. But ran a 4.3. Man, when he cuts through that hole, he's at full speed. If a running back has to come across the quarterback's face, he might not get him in time. And if he is, man, that's a hell of a head start for PD. I know you got me saying knucklehead. For Hippolyte. So I don't know if Montez gets 12 sacks. I don't know. I say he gets double digits, maybe 10. Hey, please prove me wrong, Montez. Prove me wrong. Get 13, 14 sacks. Because they're going to have to go man-to-man on you because they got a lot of people. We send 5, you got 5 offensive linemen. Everybody got a man. You're going to be in a lot more one-on-one situations, and you better be able, for $96 million, your ass better be able to beat a lot of these tackles. I know they get paid big money too, but here's where we're going to find out what kind of dog you are. Here's where we're going to find out what kind of player Montez Sweat is when he's singled up most of the time, because you bring Hippolyte, that's 5 blockers, that's 5 defenders coming at you. Who can win the one-on-one? Can he hold you out all game long without a sack? We're going to find out. Grady Jarrett, that's why I said maybe 10, because now you got to stop Grady Jarrett, especially on passing downs, 3rd and long. Man, you know Grady Jarrett is pinning his ears back. Andrew Billings has consistently collapsed the pocket since he's been here. So Montez Sweat, you get pressure on the edge. Odebengo, you get pressure on the edge. Quarterback got to step up. Oh, snap, can't. Billings just collapsed in the pocket. Hippolyte's coming on a blitz. Gervon Dexter's penetrating from the 3 tech. There's going to be a lot of one-on-one matchups that these guys are going to have to win. And I like the philosophy of bringing 5 and making it a one-on-one matchup every single play. Especially pass plays. Every single pass play, it's one-on-one. And if you are a defensive end or defensive lineman, your mentality should be, no one man can block me. No one man is going to stop me from getting to the quarterback. That's the mentality that you have to have as a defensive lineman, especially in this scheme. In this scheme. They're singling you up and they're saying, my 5 are better than your 5. all they're saying. So Montez Sweat, you going to earn that damn near $100 million? You're going to earn it this year? I don't know. We'll find out. Cornelius, what do you got here? Cornelius says, since I've been watching Ben Johnson's offenses, I can see where Caleb will make his schemes even more dangerous because of Caleb's athleticism. So you mean by his ability to extend the play? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean, Cornelius? His athleticism to evade the rush, buy time, which puts DBs in a more unenviable situation. DBs don't want to cover for 7-8 seconds. They don't. They can't. Especially when you have scramble rules. You see the quarterback breaking out of the pocket. Short guys go deep. Deep guys come in. The biggest issue with that, Cornelius, is he's got to run. He's got to run. Use his athleticism. Run and get down. Run and get down. Because I'll tell you what's going to happen. If he runs and moves the chains, just give me the first down. If they play good defense, got our guys covered, good zone spacing, and no one's open, run the damn ball. Get up there, get a first down slide, and I'll tell you what, that is going to demoralize defenses. That will demoralize defenses. When you have receivers blanketed and a quarterback runs for a first down and moves the sticks. And not only does it demoralize them, what it does is it gets them more, it fatigues them more. They get worn out because now they got to go at least another 3 plays. Trying to get off the field, and they can't. Rick, you are not that you point on, spot on. If we get that type of pass rush, our DBs are going to feast, and that's the whole thing. You get that type of pass rush where it's 1-on-1, 5 offensive linemen, 5 defensive people coming through. Quarterbacks are going to have to let go of that ball a half second too early or half second too late. If they got to pull the ball down, reset, slide up to the open spot, and then try and throw that ball again, might have missed the window. Cornelius says they have to account for him on a lot of plays. Yes, they do, but he's got to run. He runs the way Roschon Johnson runs. He's running like scared. Like, oh, someone's coming. He's looking for someone to tackle him. This is from a running back perspective. If you just need a first down, all right, you got to find the spot. Say it's a 16-yard line. Find the least path of resistance, get there, and get down. I would never go down. I'd always try and hit someone and gain more yards, but we don't need Caleb to do that. Find that first down marker, get a yard past it, and get your ass down. And get there to sprint. You know, guys who are running, they're looking and like run straight. Caleb has to do a better job of that. Once he makes a decision to run, he runs, it's going to hurt a lot of defenses. You're right, they're going to have to account for him. They're going to have a spy. If you have a spy, now you're screwed. Now you're taking the guy out of the secondary, out of the coverage. Shawn, you are right. I agree. O-line should be improved in short yardage situations. They should be, yes. Yes, they should be. And that's one thing I'm excited about. Caleb should have time. Caleb should have a lot of plays where he can stand flat-footed and survey the field. He can stand flat-footed, first read, second read, third read, checked out. First read, second read, third read, tight end, check down. He's going to have plenty of times like that, and that's what we wanted. How many times in our football watching lives did we see Tom Brady back there flat-footed? Flat-footed. As routes developed. Back there, surveying the field. No. Go that way. You come in. Directing the receivers like an orchestra. Why? Because he had nobody there in his face. That's what we need. Can you imagine with Caleb having no one in his face plenty of times? That's what we're expecting. That's what we're expecting. And I don't care who you are. If you give a quarterback 6-8 seconds, they can pick you apart. They're in the NFL for a reason. Caleb was the number 1 overall pick. I'm talking about bottom end, 6th, 7th round guys. They can pick you apart if you give them 8-10 seconds. What is Caleb going to do if you give him 6-7 seconds to throw the ball? I don't know, but I'm going to have a hell of a lot of fun watching him do that. Hell of a lot of fun. I want to get these second round picks signed, though. So I really want to see Shamar Turner. I really want to see Luther Burden. And Ozzie Trapillo. I want to see those guys. Do anyone else get you excited? Any of the other rookies? I think this is a really nice rookie class. Look, rookie draft class the Bears got. Anyone you want to see? I want to see Ian Wheeler. Remember him from Hard Knocks? Tore his ACL last year. Remember that? That dude can go. That dude got some speed, some serious speed. I think he runs a 4.3. Let me double check. There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ian Wheeler's 40 times a 4.39. A 4.39. So you get him out in the open. I mean, how tall is he too? The player profile. I don't think he's a bigger back. Oh, it's 5'10". 5'10", 205. Not big. Cornelius, I want to see him too. Cornelius says, I want to see Zaw Frazier. I want to see him too because he's a prototypical Dennis Allen cornerback. Prototypical. 6'3". He runs a 4.39 as well. Good cover skills, good makeup speed. This is specifically for Tyreek Stevenson. This was a message sent to him. Which I think Tyreek Stevenson is going to have a phenomenal year. I really do. A phenomenal year. A makeup from last season, the maturity level that he seems to have ascended to, and the pressure from the draft picks and people behind him. You still got Terrell Smith who wants to play for Minnesota, who's on the roster, who's going to give him a run for his money. Rick says, Ozzie for me. I want to see Ozzie too. If we found our left tackle for the next 10 years, that would be great. Man, I'll tell you what, if we did, dude, the young man is 6'8". There's going to be one hell of a battle in camp Ozzy, Trapillo, Kieran, Amagaji, Braxton, Jones. That is going to be a battle. Michelle says, I don't see that many tall quarterbacks in the NFL. No, that's why he's a unicorn. That's why he's a unicorn. He's 6'3", so you got all these 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" receivers. He can run with them. Cornelius says, Dennis Allen asked Zah when he was drafted, was he afraid to press man? And he said no. With that makeup speed, he shouldn't be. That makeup speed is nice. Yes. Rick Gonzalez, Frazier got some go-go gadget arms. Oh, man, that's hilarious. That's classic. But he does. And what's weird, I have some long arms too. And I'm like, I never really realized how long my arms were, until maybe like 15 years ago. Most of my career, I never realized how long my arms were. And, we'd have banquets and stuff at the end of seasons or coaches. And I'd be like, hey, what shirt size you wear? So, when you get a shirt size for a man, it goes neck / arm length. So I got 17.5, 34, 35 arm. And some of my linemen were like, I need an 18, 32, 33. I'm like, 30, your arms are that short? Having that is a huge, huge, huge benefit for DBs. Not only you're tall, but your limbs are long. You're athletic, so that ball goes up. You can go up one hand and get up even a little higher, an extra inch or two, going up with one hand. And even if you don't pick it off, you deflect it on third down. Now they got to punt. Yeah, but Shawn, this guy's gonna, and this is what you want. This is what you want. You want competition. Tyreek Stevenson. Okay, Papa. How sorry are you? How focused are you on this season? Because you got cough now. You got mugs breathing behind your neck. Terrell Smith wants some of that work. Zach Frazier wants some of that work. How much are you going to let them? How much of your work are you going to let them take from you? And if you don't let them take it from you, guess what? You're going to have a phenomenal season, which I think you're going to have already. But you understand what's at stake. You understand that people want your job. You understand they're going to stop at nothing to get it. And for you to maintain it means you better play your ass off. And if you play your ass off, you're on one side, Jalen Johnson on the other side, Kyler Gordon in the middle. Who the hell's going to catch a goddamn pass on this defense? Who's going to catch a pass when a quarterback has to throw the ball a half second early because you got Montez Sweat, Gervon Dexter, Grady Jarrett, O'Day Alabengo, and Mr. Hippolyte coming at you. We're in a really good spot defensively. I know we added a lot of offensive pieces. We added a few key defensive pieces as well. And to me, that's exciting because not only did we focus on one side of the ball, we were able to get guys on both sides of the ball that can be instant contributors. With a defensive scheme, and I'll tell you what, Zach Frazier might just push you. He might get reps. He might steal reps from you just because he's that good. It all depends on him. It all depends on him. So Tyreek Stevenson, you better have one. What did I say? Don't fuck it up, kid. It's yours. It's your job for now. How long can you keep it? And the thing I love about it is that if they try and they can't unseat him because he's gotten better, because he's felt the heat, guess what? That means if he goes down, which this NFL stands for not for long, if he goes down and he gets hurt, which people can't do. Jalen Johnson missed some weeks last year. We have a guy who could step right in and we will feel just as comfortable with him. King Booker Will said, I like what Johnson said about being on time, not just for Caleb, but also for the wide receivers. Lets me know he saw something on film he's going to rectify. Yeah. Be on time. That ball's got to be at a certain spot. You have to be at a certain spot. Wide receivers. There's a lot. And, it's temper expectations just a little bit because I'm getting fired up over here if you couldn't tell. We still haven't seen Ben Johnson coach the game as a head coach. We haven't seen it. Okay, we haven't seen it. It's going to be some trials and tribulations, some bumps in that road. It just happens, which is why, again, I am ecstatic that he insulated himself with a guy like Dennis Allen, a guy who's been a head coach, who can help him. There's a lot of, how many times in our lives have people said, listen, I don't want you to make the same mistake I did. This is why I'm telling you this. And we just didn't listen. Plenty of times for me. And you're like, shit, I should have listened. I think Ben Johnson is a guy who's going to listen, which is why he brought Dennis Allen here. Okay. He's got a Dennis Allen, former head coach, two-time head coach. All right. He's at Air sleeping with the enemy as a world champion play caller. King Booker said all the time, people are like, you just don't listen. Just hard-headed, huh? Just hard-headed, huh, King Booker World? Hey, let me know if you made it to that store, bro. Let me know if you made it to that store. But that's what it's about. Shortening the learning curve. He's got to make mistakes, but minimize those mistakes. Dennis Allen, your job is huge this year. Huge. And I think Ben is the kind of guy to realize that, like, okay, I brought him in. I kind of take him for when he suggests something, I'd probably do it. Probably do it. And I tell you, that's the sign of an intelligent coach, manager, leader, boss. When you hire people who are smarter than you, shows you're smarter than them. If you can follow that, you want the best people around you at all times, in work, in job, in life. And I think Ben got a really good one in Dennis Allen. But Shawn says, fun fact, I'm the same height as Caleb, 6'1". You have a rocket arm like Caleb too, Michonne, or what? That's funny. That's funny. So the battles that we're going to have in training camp when the guys come back are going to be intense. I hope Cole Kmet has a wonderful honeymoon with his lovely bride. I don't know how long they're gone for, a week or two, who knows? But I hope he's ready to kick some ass when he gets back. And I remember, right? Shawn says, I don't have an arm like I don't have that arm like Caleb. Good to know, Shawn. Good to know. I remember when you had time off just before training camp started. That was the best. It was the best time, but it was the worst time. These are the best of times. These are the worst of times. Because you didn't want to get hurt. You knew you had to continue to lift. And you didn't want to get hurt, especially at me. My senior year in college, we had a new coaching change. We had a coaching change, new head coach. My head coach had left and went to Maryland after we went 11-0. And 2 weeks before camp, I strained my back. I was literally warming up, and I had 135 on the bar. I was squatting 500 plus pounds at the time was my max. And I had 135 warming up and tweak my back. Couldn't work out for the last 2 weeks prior to the season. Didn't participate in training camp for the first week and a half. So believe me, I get it. But also that excitement. If you want to go decompress, you want to go on vacation, you want to just put football on the back burner, furthest thing away. And it's tough to do that because you still got to get up and work out in the morning, wherever you're at. Wherever you go to the Maldives, you go to the Dominican Republic, you go to Puerto Rico, you go anywhere. You still got to get your lifts in. You got to you can't lose these last 4 weeks. Believe me, a lot of strength can be lost in 4 weeks if you don't lift. So wherever you go, you still got. So football is really never out of your mind, but you need to decompress. Literally lay on the beach, get up in the morning. If you're a morning guy, work out in the morning, stretch, get flexible, get on the beach. Just kind of get yourself mentally prepared for this grind. And this season, the scheduling sucks. The bye is week 5. And you have 12 straight weeks after that. It could have been after week 8 or 10. It's after week 5. So you really have to you really, really, really have to get mentally prepared. And I can't wait to see how they come locked and loaded. We'll try and get some credentials for that for training camp. That'll be dope. And if we do get that, it'll adjust the schedule of the show. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Is there anyone that you're interested in? Who do you want to talk about? Who do you want me to talk about for the Bears? I can't wait. I want Luther Burden signed. It's funny. I want all 3 second-round picks signed. Don't send me this, Mondo. I don't care. I'm actually anxious to see Colston Loveland. I'm anxious to see him because his talent excites me. No Diddy. Oh, I sent the info to my aunt. I think she went. I'm going to grandma this weekend, and we'll take her to excellent. Ask 100 million fucking questions, bro. Ask 100 million questions, and they're happy to answer them for you. Good. Colston Loveland. We haven't seen him at all. He's actually able to lift weights now. He's at that stage. Still no contact. He should be ready by training camp. Man, no problem, bro. Appreciate you for that, Shawn, for real, fam. Hey, I appreciate anytime I can help, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't gatekeeping Jack, especially when it comes to our people and our health. All right? I ain't gatekeeping a Mother Hubbard goddamn thing. All right? So, good. I hope it makes a difference. Big time. He seems skinny, Loveland, Rick Gonzalez says. Yeah, he is. But you know what? They're not asking him to block defensive ends and defensive tackles. He is a wide receiver. He's a tight end in a wide receiver's body, is what he is. He's a tight end in a wide receiver's body. Listen, he's going to put on about 15 to 20 pounds by the time his career is over. And he's so tall, 6'5", 6'7". At 20 pounds, it's noticeable, but it won't be a hindrance to him. All right, he's not going to be muscle bound. 15 to 20 pounds for him on that long frame would fill him out a little bit, make it more durable. 246, huh? That's a nice size. That's a nice size. Wow. So here we go. Oh, he's 6'6", 248. Okay, 246, 240, 248, 6'6". That's a nice size. It's thin for someone 6'6". No, let me not say that, because let's remember, Michael's 6'6", 200. Michael Jordan's 205 at 6'6". And he's 40 pounds heavier. It might also just be, Rick, that because he's so tall, doesn't mean he's not strong. He can still look skinny. Well, listen, he just came out of Michigan. Let's not get it twisted. He came out of Michigan. All right. Michigan, they put out some big boys. Their workout program is one of the best in the country. The strength coach is one of the best. My guy has gone up there to see him. Rick asked the question, Shawn, we don't talk special teams too much. How confident are you in Cairo Santos? And are you happy we retained Hightower to coach? Yes, I am happy we retained Hightower. Okay, and here's why. There's continuity. All right. Coach Hightower is probably going to be able to do most of the same shit he did last year. And because unless Ben Johnson says, I need just this scheme completely changed, because they're going to go over and say what worked, what looked good, what didn't look good. Okay. And then with a lot of people middle to the end of the roster, a lot of those people are the same. Excuse me. So you're asking a guy to stay with his squad with a majority of the people that he had some success with last year, the last couple of years, really. I think it's a good move. Cairo, I feel confident in him. I know he's more of a line drive, and people, he can get. I'm good. I'm good with him. I'm good with him. I'm good with him. 50 to 55. I'm good. Cornelius Squall says, obviously Ben Johnson believes that Colston could be a Sam Laporta, and that's enough for me. Yeah. Yeah. Do you see the weapons that Caleb has now? DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Luther Burden, Cole Kmet. I was going to say Sam Laporta. Colston Loveland. Do you see what he's got now? I think that's something for us to get excited about. Cornelius, I couldn't agree with you more. I take accuracy over distance. Yes. And it's not like Cairo Santos doesn't have a strong leg. He can hit from 55. It's just his going to be a lower trajectory, which is why up front you're going to need some stout people up front. Colston Loveland is a guy I want to see. Luther Burden is a guy I want to see. I want to see Luther Burden in his 4.3 speed. I want to see that. I want to see how that really manipulates and messes with defenses. He's his own stretcher. What that means is, as a DB, you're told, be deeper than their deepest guy. No diddy. Okay? Be deeper than their deepest guy. So if Luther Burden can get to the end zone, guess what? That distorts the zone. All right, especially if you got a too high safety. Imagine a too high safety. Okay? And Luther Burden runs a corner route. Well, guess what? That safety, let's say this safety has to run that corner route with him, which means this whole side of the field is open, because the safety who was on that side of the field has to go with Luther Burden. So now if you have a seam route coming up the middle or a seam route on that side of the field, now you have something wide open. When you have a guy like that who stretches the defense, it distorts zone defenses and leaves them very vulnerable. This is why I want to see him. This guy is a baller. Now, there's rumors that he's a diva. If he doesn't get the ball, he's going to bitch and moan. Look, you don't get to bitch and moan as a rookie. Nope, you don't. You do not get to bitch and moan as a rookie. Sit down, shut up, do what's told, and do it to the best of your damn ability. And I think he'll get that. And you got to also understand, he's got to realize he's the third or fourth, maybe fifth option now. You're not number one like you were at Mizzou. You got DJ Moore, you got Rome Odunze. That's two. Cole Kmet and or Loveland. That's three, maybe four. So you're fourth or fifth in the pecking order for Caleb to look at you. But when he does look at you, you better make it up. Jay Grizz checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? Thank you for checking in, brother, from down in Tampa. I appreciate it. We're getting some of that Tampa weather today, baby. It's going to be up in about 80. Is that what it says? Cheryl Scott, what does this say, Ma? 79. Right around 80. Beautiful. But this is what we wanted for a long time. We have a plethora of weapons. Remember, Luther Burden led the NCAA last year in YAC, in yards after catch. Imagine that, yards after catch. And you've seen the highlights. You've seen him. He's able to stop and start. He's as big. He's about the size of DJ Moore. His ability to stop and start, leave defenders there, shake him a little bit, stutter after he catches the ball is going to be exciting. When's the last time we had a guy who was a playmaker with the ball? Was Tariq Cohen? A guy who can shake and get around you people. Because DJ Moore, now he's not the kind of guy who can shake you. DJ Moore's fast. He'll go by you. He'll jump up over you. But DJ Moore doesn't have a lot of quicks. Doesn't have a lot of shake. And that's okay. DJ Moore's great at what he does. Rome Odunze, same thing. Doesn't have a lot of shake. We got a guy who's got some shake. You get him 6 feet, about 6 feet, 205 with some shake. Built like a running back. He's bottom heavy, big thighs. He's not going to go down easily on contact. And he can stop and start and shake and get you. Man. There's going to be a point in time where he's going to be around two defenders, boop, boop, go around one, and just able to outrun the other one with speed. These are the weapons that Caleb has. These are the weapons. It behooves him to understand it, understand the offense, understand how each play would work against various defenses. Because that's the most important part. You can learn the plays. The plays are extremely important. But also is just as important as that play versus cover 2. That play versus a cover 3. That play versus a cover 4. That play versus man. Where are my soft spots going to be? Where would my soft spots be? This play versus a 1, 2, 3, 4, in a robber coverage, cover 6. They have quite a bit of the different receivers are different types of receivers, which is great. We finally got the guy to take the top off the defense which was what Tyler Scott was supposed to do. But for some reason, he hadn't been able to produce like we wanted. Luther Burden seemed like he got a chip on his shoulder, man. He's pissed that he thought he was going to be a first-round pick. Nomad checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? So the Bears are going to be a matchup nightmare if they use tempo to their advantage. Good morning, y'all. Yeah. If you get a mismatch, and you keep those guys out there, defenses can't sub. Because you run that play quick, 13 guys, 12 on the field. That's an extra 5, a cheap 5. That's where the cadence comes in. That's where the importance and the understanding of everyone on this offense. That's why it's important. Because if you find a mismatch, you realize, and I don't mean Luther Burden on a linebacker. I mean Luther Burden on a cornerback who can't cover him. A slot corner who's having problems with Luther Burden, you keep him out there. Same thing. Call it play from the sideline. Don't let him substitute. Like, oh, you done messed up now. And the tempo that Nomad's talking about is going to be a pain in the ass. You're going to have to waste the timeout. I need to get another guy in there. With this, what I really want to see, and this is what I said with Justin. This is what I said with Mitch. Let's get that short game down where he can, I want these slants and curls. Give me these slants stuck on automatic. That's Luther Burden's specialty, Mr. Yak himself. I told you, he led NCAA in Yak last year. Get it to him, let him go. But let's get this short game down where it is unconscious, where you can just do it. It is second nature. You throw the ball, you know he's going to be there, he's there. Because what happens once you get that short game down, now you're extremely susceptible to double moves. Extremely susceptible. Because you've got to bite, especially if they're hitting these slants, first down, slant, first down, hitch, first down. You can't keep giving up 6, 8 yards, 10 yards a pop as a defensive player. All of a sudden, if you're in a zone, you're going to get a little itchy and you're going to jump. So tempo is important. I think, and I think the types of plays that Ben is going to call, and that's going to vary. You got to see how froggy these defensive players are. Sometimes they want to jump routes right away. You get one slant on them, they're jumping. They're jumping routes. Now it's a sluggo, slant and go. It's going to be a but this is going to need repetition, which is why I applauded Caleb for staying when he could have been gone. Rome Odunze for staying when he could have been gone. No, man, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The 0 to 15-yard area, man. You give Luther Burden a slant, and watch him shake his way up to 25 yards downfield. We're in a good spot. We're in a very good spot. And this is all after we shove the ball down your throat, right down your mouth. Big shout out to my guy Hitch. This is all after we run the ball down your throat. Because one of the other guys I want to see, I cannot wait for Kyle Monungai to be the guy you just cannot bring down. I'm telling you, he's Ashton Jency without the speed. And you can build speed. I don't know if you can get to 4.3, but you get him to a 4.5, a low 4.5, a 4.4. With his contact balance, his refusal to fumble. He didn't have any fumbles in college. None. No fumbles. And the way that he pass pros, come on, there's a lot to like about this guy. I can't wait to see it. He's one of those guys that you know he's good, and he seems like Mr. Reliable. Not a big play threat, just Mr. Reliable. Like with him, it'll be a 12-yard drive, and he'll punch it in from the 1. As opposed to Swift, boom, we'll take it to the house from 50, 60 out. Which I'm okay with. I am more than okay with chopping you down piece by piece. Because guess what? It wears on you. Fatigue sets in. Foster Covers checking in. Good morning, Papa. He says, I just want to see more points per game. This offense needs to show us it can score 24, 28 points a game. I agree. Jay Grizz says, and score in the first quarter. Yes. Score in the first quarter. Put your defense on the offense where now the opposing team has to catch up because you scored early. This is a really fun time. So we got about 4 or 5 weeks to relax. Sign these 3 second-round picks. And, man, hit the ground running. And like I told you last year, I'm going to tell you this year, be where your feet are at. This is for, I hate to use the analogy. Okay, so I won't. Cuck the fubs. This is like us in 2008. The Blackhawks have yet to win a Stanley Cup with that crew. But you saw them getting better. 2009. 2010, they break through. This is what we're seeing right now. So be here. Enjoy it. Don't just enjoy it when they make it to the playoffs and win the Super Bowl. Don't just do that, because then you would have wasted all that time. Be here. Be right here, right now. Enjoy this. Think of the bond we had with Patrick Kane, Jonathan Taves, Patrick Sharp. Well, he had a bond with other people and their wives. It's neither here nor there. You know what I mean? We saw them grow. We saw them develop. Not Hossa. Hossa just came over that year in 2010, 09 and 10, and he won it with us. Think of that bond. And I know you Cub fans, you understand what I'm talking about. When all those guys were in the minors and they came up. So be here. Because this, to me, this is like not a redshirt year, but this is a year for them to, I think they can make some noise. But I've told you before, in 2026, 2026 season, ooh-wee. Yeah, no, man, for real. He says, anyone else feel like they're getting old waiting for football in this dead period? Yeah. I actually got to talk to the old lady now. What do you want to do, hon? There's a street fest this week. There's a patio. There's a rooftop we can go to. But this is going to be fun as we're waiting for training camp. The buzz is going to get, the noise is going to get louder. All right. Be here, be present, and be patient. That's the most important thing. Be patient. I know we don't have a lot of it because we've seen. All right. They screwed up Justin. They screwed up Mitch. Screwed up Jay Cutler. But I think we got the guy now. No, man. He said, I got to improvise like a mug right now. Hey, you watch, don't you blaspheme on here, Mondo. Said we have winning baseball in Chicago from the good guys. No, the Sox are the good guys. Remember that. You guys are the lovable losers. Anyway, listen. Guys, 2 hours has come and gone. Booker Will, you are a damn fool. Now I got to pretend I want to watch Tyler Perry with her. You are a damn fool, boy. Jay Grizz says, Cubs have me worried that we can't be good teams and legit pitching. I don't think so. I think you're in a good spot too, bro. I think you're in a good spot. You lost 2 series. You're in the games. Not like you got blown out. You're down your number 1 and your number 2 starters. All right. The rumors are coming out of Atlanta that they're trying to get rid of Chris Sale. If they do, the Cubs better be first in line. So what happens? What happens, Jay Grizz, if Chris Sale goes to the north side? What happens? All this shit stops. All this shit stops. You're like, oh, Chris Sale. There's a lot of talk about Atlanta trying to get rid of Chris Sale. And if they do, all that shit stops immediately. You put him, at the top of your rotation, Mr. Cy Young. Now you're cooking with chicken grease. No, man, you're a fool too. My girlfriend got me watching Heat of the Night and shit. Yeah, Mondo, they did. They hit the ball well against Schoolboy. The offense is not. Listen, I told you guys the offense isn't an issue. All right? It's not. It's the lack of the number 1 and 2 in that rotation. You're going to go, and again, you get Chris Sale, man, almost all that talk, bye-bye, it's gone. Imagine him on the bump with the run support that the Cubs can give Chris Sale. Like, damn, what do I do with 6 runs? You're in a good spot, Jay Grizz. You're in a good spot for your team. You're in a real good spot. King Booker was the same movie, pretty lady with a dark-skinned bad guy who's saved by some red bone. It's all the same. Only the names will change. Mono said Sale's ERA is sub-3 and he has a losing record. Wow. Imagine him with run support. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Foster's, I agree with you completely. He's got to credit both GMs in Chicago, Sox and Cubs. They put together solid teams. Cubs are expected. Sox are impressive for where they were a year ago. I told you, just win me 63 games and that's it. Just get to 63. That's it. Let's get out of the 100-loss season, and that's one hell of a comp. That'll be 21 more wins. That is a huge jump. No, man, says first the Fat Boys break up, then we got to wait 6 weeks for football. King Book of World, Chris Sale was that dude on the Sox. Yes, and he got no run support here. None. Jay Grizz, like a lefty Blackjack McDowell, yes. Except he throws a lot harder than Blackjack did. Blackjack was in the low to mid-90s. So don't worry, Jay Grizz and Cub fans. You're in a good spot. Even though your team sucks, even though they're the best record in the National League, they still suck. You're in a good spot. You're in a real good spot. Yeah, you're good. Well, man, listen, 2 hours is come and gone. Phenomenal. Man, I want to thank you guys in the chat. You guys are freaking awesome. I appreciate it. You guys were live as hell today. Tons and tons of questions. Tons and tons of comments. A couple of smart-ass remarks. Like I said, bring them all, baby. Ain't nobody scared over here. All right? Shut up, Mondo. It's like I love hearing you say the Cubs are in a good spot because you know it irks and goes against every fiber in my being But I got to be honest. I got to keep it a buck. But yes, it does hurt. Hey, listen, before I want to say happy Father's Day to all you fathers in the chat. Okay. You fathers play an important role in the lives of children, men and women, boys and girls. Okay. The things you do for the love of a father is one that cannot be replicated if it's not there. All right. So all you fathers, thank you for being there for your kids' lives. You make this world a better place. Believe you me. All right. We're going to replay this at 6 tonight, 12:15. We're going to have Lakina and Sid at Second City Sports. They're coming for another 2 hours of sports talk. Okay. Smoke Fellas tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Time. They on some craziness as always. All right. So make sure you tune into all of Sports Zone Chicago's broadcasts. All right. Listen. I tell you this every single time, and I will continue to tell you this as long as I do this podcast. Let your loved ones know you love them because tomorrow is promised to no one. If you follow me on Twitter, go back and look what I posted. There was a family in that India crash. He was moving his family from India to London, I want to say. They'd been separated, and the family stayed back in India. He went and got his family, and they're going to start a new life, and boom. Okay? They took a selfie just before they left. Sent it to some friends, to family and friends. Said we'll text you when we get back, when we land, and the plane crashed. Okay. Life moves fast. All right. Let your loved ones know you love them because tomorrow is promised to no one. If you don't follow me on Facebook, do it. I posted all the top rooftops, patios, all the festivals that are going. I just posted it yesterday. Facebook and Instagram. All right. Get out there, enjoy life. Set times up for breakfast, lunch, brunch, dinner, drinks, whatever. Be it a patio, rooftop, whatever with your peoples. I'm telling you, you will be glad you did. All right? So, all right, guys, I will see you on Monday. You guys have a phenomenal weekend. It's going to be beautiful. Get out there, enjoy. And you fathers, enjoy your day on Sunday. All right? So, for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. I am out.
Come on, race the race. Get ready for the top and answer the drop.